There is an invisible scent that the human eye cannot see, but the female instinct detects with surgical precision from miles away. It is the stench of emotional neediness. It does not matter how many times you shower, what expensive cologne you use, or how elegant your clothes are. If your mental stability depends on a woman replying to your text, that scent is radiating from your pores and triggering every rejection alarm in her primitive brain. The science of attraction is ruthless. While you believe that showing her you cannot live without her is an act of romantic love, her subconscious processes it as a sign of systemic weakness, a lack of biological resources, and a total absence of options. In nature, nothing of value begs to be taken today. On Dark Illusion, we are going to tear away the veil of illusion. You are going to understand why the exact moment you cut off the oxygen supply of your neediness is the precise instant her mental architecture enters a collapse of anxiety, and she begins to miss you with an intensity you have never seen before. Prepare yourself, because today you are going to learn to destroy the emotional slave inside you, so that from his ashes, an unreachable sovereign can be born. Before you discover this brutal truth that will change your perception of relationships forever, do something for your own self-worth right now. Like this video and subscribe to the Dark Illusion channel right now. On this channel, we do not search for followers. We forge men who cannot be manipulated. Activate the bell, because the knowledge that follows is your armor. Let's begin. To understand why your neediness destroys attraction, we must put romanticism aside and look at the facts. The renowned evolutionary psychologist David Buss, one of the world's leading authorities on human mating strategies, explains that women have developed, over millions of years, a biological radar to detect a man's market value. Emotional neediness, that urgency to hear from her, that anxiety over her silence, is interpreted by the primitive female brain as an indicator of low survival. If you need her too much, she subconsciously assumes that nobody else wants you, that your world is small, and that, therefore, you are not the prize. As the great strategist of power Robert Greene states in his 16th law, use absence to increase respect and honor. Greene argues that what is abundant and always available depreciates automatically. By being there, begging, explaining, and waiting, you have turned yourself into a cheap commodity. When you stop needing her validation, you stop being air, and you become gold. You change the gravity of the system. You stop being the pathetic satellite that orbits, and you become the sun, emitting its own light. I know exactly what you are feeling while listening to these words. You feel a piercing void in your solar plexus. You have an anxiety burning your insides at the thought that if you stop seeking her out today, she will simply forget you forever and move on with someone better than you. But listen closely, brother. That fear is the shackle she uses to keep you under her control, often without her even knowing it. You are in a dead end because you have been trying to win an emotional war without knowing the architecture of the battlefield. You have been the predictable good guy, the one who is always there no matter what, and you ended up being the invisible man. The man who is taken for granted is not a man who is desired. He is a man who is ignored. Why does letting go of your need for her activate her obsession almost magically? Here, a fundamental concept of behavioral psychology comes into play, the Zeigarnik effect. This scientific principle explains that the human brain has a pathological tendency to remember interrupted tasks or open cycles much more than completed or closed ones. When you need her, when you are always there to answer, when you apologize even without being at fault, you are a closed cycle. She has already weighed you. She has already measured you. She knows exactly what to expect from you. There is no mystery. There is no risk. And therefore, there is no investment of mental time. But when you stop needing her, when you withdraw your attention all at once, and focus obsessively on your own mission in life. You open a deafening void. Your absolute silence becomes a giant unanswered question that will hunt her in the most vulnerable moment of her day, right before falling asleep. Her mind will begin to manufacture scenarios. Why doesn't he seek me anymore? Has he found someone better? How can he be so damn calm without my presence? That uncertainty is the seed that germinates into an uncontrollable obsession. She does not return because she suddenly loves you. She returns because her ego cannot tolerate the fact that she no longer holds the remote control to your emotions. A woman's loyalty and desire are not negotiated with logic or promises or poems. They are negotiated exclusively with the respect imposed by your own personal sovereignty. As psychology points out, it is biologically impossible to respect someone you can emotionally control at your whim, the man who stands firm in his bunker of personal power, even when the pain burns him inside, emits a signal of high dominance that modern society has tried to castrate. Understand something crucial. Stopping needing her is not a cheap manipulation technique. It is a shift in your state of consciousness. As the principles of dark Stoicism teach, the high-value man is the one who possesses strategic indifference. It means your center of gravity has shifted from her smile toward your own achievements. If she notices that her words do not wound you, that her distance does not make you desperate, and that your happiness is an asset she cannot manipulate, her mental architecture enters a state of instinctive panic. Her hypergamous instinct activates violently, and her brain concludes, if he doesn't need me, it is because his world is much more valuable than I am. In that exact moment, she begins to exert effort to regain her place in your life, not because you ask her to, but because she needs to validate herself through your attention. The golden rule of power inversion is simple yet brutal. Give the woman exactly what she asked for with her indifference. She, with her actions, asked for a life without you. She asked for you to not be present. She asked for the cold of your absence. Give it to her in a way so radical, so absolute, and so freezing that the silence becomes an unbearable weight for her ego. Let her walk through the desert of your absence until the thirst for your validation forces her to crawl back. And when that strategic testing message arrives, because I assure you it always arrives, you must be mentally prepared. Not to celebrate, not to jump with joy and reply in a second, but to act with the surgical coldness of a sovereign who no longer recognizes his disloyal subjects. Power in a relationship always resides in the one who needs the other least. The exact moment you kill the neediness within yourself is the moment legitimate attraction is born within her. Finally, brother, remember this and engrave it with fire in your mind. Respect is not requested politely. Respect is not bought with gifts, and loyalty is not begged for with tears. Respect is imposed through your standards, through your self-love, and above all, through your real, proven capacity to walk toward the exit without looking back a single time. Stop giving away your light, your time, and your energy to those who prefer the darkness of others. Build your own empire, shield your mind against manipulation, and become that axis of absolute calm in the middle of the storm that they will never want to abandon. The modern world does not need more needy, weak, and begging men. The world needs men with direction, men with honor, and men who know with total certainty that they are the prize. If this video has illuminated the darkness you are in, and you are ready to stop being the supplicant and become the unreachable sovereign, leave your like right now. Share this message with a brother you know is being devalued due to his own neediness. Do not allow the system to keep weakening your masculine essence. Subscribe to the Dark Illusion channel to keep shielding your mind with the tactical tools and wisdom that nobody else on this platform dares to give you. Always remember the fundamental truth. Real power always resides in the one who needs the other least. Rebuild yourself. Reclaim your throne. Reclaim your throne. Reclaim the place that belongs to you by birthright. I will see you at the top of your new life, where the ice of your character dictates the rules.